So after Hawaii, was your time in the Marines over?
Yes.
Yeah. So how were you discharged? What was that process like?
I got an honorable discharge, and you had to return all your stuff that you checked out, and then of course you had to check out of sick bay, the hospital,
Yeah.
all these different places you had to go and sign out,
Mhm.
so that was cool. You got to keep your uniforms,
Yeah.
if you wanted them. But as far as any, the backpacks or rifles or anything like that, or pistols, you had to turn those in.
Yeah.
So,
And did you return home to the States, or did you stay in Hawaii?
well, I went home for a while, and then I went back to Hawaii.
Yeah. What was it like to come back home?
It was kind of hard to readjust.
Yeah.
All my friends were gone, and I had to try and start a new life. And
Yeah.
it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
It was different.
How were you welcomed by people in your town and your family?
Well, my family welcomed me pretty well.
Yeah.
Some of the people in the town, when you came back to the airport, they'd spit on you and call you a baby killer.
Yeah.
And I never killed any babies.
You had never even been to Vietnam.
I
Right?
never shot anybody over there, so
Yeah.
so I just kind of ignored that.
Yeah.
It wasn't very comforting.
Yeah. Was it a lot of people acting that way, or?
No, it was just just a few people.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that tough to go through.
Yeah. Did you ever reunite with any of your old friends from high school or childhood?
No.
No. Yeah. Had everyone kind of moved on while you were gone?
Yeah, I think so. They went to different places,
Yeah.
different states.
Yeah. What do you think was the hardest about readjusting to normal life?
Trying to get back to work and find a job.
Yeah. Did you ever miss being in the Marines?
Not really. I was glad it was over.
Yeah.
I wish I would have. If I had to do it again, I'd probably do it different.
Yeah.
I'd probably join the Army or Air Force or something.
Yeah.
Maybe the Navy. Maybe go for 2 years instead of 4.
Yeah. So when was it that you went back to Hawaii?
Oh, I think it was would have been in '74, maybe 1974. No.
Was it just like the scenery and just like all the stuff you love to do there that brought you back?
Well, I had a girlfriend over there.
Oh.
And I loved the scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And how long did you stay there afterwards?
I think it was 5 years.
Yeah. What was your job after the Marine Corps? What did you do for a living?
I did a lot of factory work, and I did a lot of security work.
Yeah.
I drove truck for a while, and autos. Yeah, courier. I was a courier for a while.
Yeah. How do you think your time in the Marines affected like the rest of your life?
Well, I think it helped me grow up and helped me to be more responsible about what I do and where I go, what I say.
Yeah. How do you think it changed you as a person?
I think it made me a better person.
Yeah.
It opened me up to different facts of life, different nationalities,
Yeah.
different places.
So you got to meet a lot of people who were very different from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you could go back in time, would you tell your younger self to join the Marines again?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
It was a hard life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I probably would have went to the Air Force or Navy, maybe.
Yeah. But were you glad that you did it?
Pardon me?
Were you glad that you did it?
Yes, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I got to travel a lot and, see a lot of places.
Yeah. And you were never sent to a war zone or any combat?
No.
Yeah.
No, I served during the Vietnam era, so
Yeah.
yeah, I was lucky that way.
Yeah. Have you stayed in touch with any old friends or comrades from?
I did for a while, but then, like I said, he moved away and,
Yeah.
he got to, so I didn't know where they were, so.
Yeah. Did you ever join a veterans organization like the American Legion or?
Yes, I'm a member of the American Legion and Vietnam Veterans.
Yeah.
What's the other one? VFW.
Oh, yeah.
Member of the VFW also.
Yeah. And how did you end up here at the Veterans Home? When did you come over?
Well, I decided, I needed a structured care, and I wanted to be down in Minneapolis because I have residents
Yeah.
or family that lives in St. Paul and Minneapolis. I wanted to be close to them and close to the hospital here.
Yeah.
So that was my main reason.
Yeah. Do you enjoy it here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good program, everything is here, it's all provided, you pay for it, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
So, I do want to be down in Hastings because it's like 40 miles away from the hospital.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that you've done since coming here? Just what keeps you occupied?
Well, I've had a couple of vehicles. I've had a van for a while. I used to work on that. Now I have a Cadillac. I work on that sometimes.
Yeah.
It helps me to be more mobile rather than just taking the bus or riding a bicycle or walking. I have a bicycle too also.
Yeah.
So I get out when they have functions here. They go different places.
Yeah.
Like, out to eat and out in the community, checking out movies and different places, flower gardens and places like that. I go to apple orchard once in a while.
Yeah.
So that's been kind of fun.
Do you spend a lot of time with fellow veterans?
Not really. I'm kind of more of a learner.
Yeah.
But that time I get spend with other veterans is when we're doing social functions.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have functions here like pool and bingo, things like that.
Yeah.
Card games.
Do you enjoy telling like old stories from your time in the Marines?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. How would you say they're different or similar to the stories of other veterans?
Probably around the same.
Yeah.
We have a camaraderie, that veterans have.
Yeah. What do you think it is about the Marines that like creates that camaraderie and just unity between people?
Well, I think you have you have to watch your buddy's back, you know, like if you were in a foxhole, there'd be two guys in a foxhole, and one guy sleeps for a while, and the other guy, you know, has to stay awake.
Yeah.
So you get to be close, you know, that way. And you know, it's hard, and you tell stories to each other, you know, keep each other motivated, you know, try to be positive,
Mm-hmm.
you know, share things, you know.
From like all 4 years of your service, what's like the most iconic memory or story that you remember?
I remember we had a bunker in Hawaii that they wanted to store things in, and it was an old bunker, and there was a different colored centipedes in there, black ones and red ones, and they were like this long, you know.
Yeah.
So we threw some smoke bombs in there, and they were crawling up the steps trying to get out, and there was lots of them. And they bite really hard.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that I remember that. And then they had, what else? Oh, the radar. It was like a big golf ball on this hill, where they had fish aquariums in there, different kinds of fish, and they had colored lights, you know, in the aquariums. It was beautiful. I could go up there and watch the fish swim around and, you know, check out the aquariums. And that was interesting.
Yeah. So I just have a few more questions just to like conclude. Are there any like life lessons you think you learned from your time in the Marines?
So I learned to be responsible, you know, for myself. We had to swim with our packs on for a while, for about an hour. We had to stay afloat with our packs and our rifles in a pool. And I remember diving off a real high diving board when we went into the pool.
Yeah.
That was kind of scary. But yeah, that was a good lesson. Learn to swim, you know, and stay afloat.
Did your view of the military change from before and after the Marines?
How did it change?
Yeah.
It got a little more lax, you know. It wasn't as brutal. Yeah, it was a little more easygoing. You know,
Yeah.
you didn't have so much restrictions on you. You know, it was more liberal.
Is there anything you wish that more people knew about veterans?
Veterans like to be thanked for their service. You know.
Yeah.
Or there's some people say, you know, welcome home, thanks for your service. You know, they really appreciate that.
Yeah. Do you think that people view veterans in an accurate way, or are there some misconceptions, do you think?
I think it's changed a lot over the years. I think it's a lot better now.
Yeah.
That people are more grateful.
Yeah.
You know?
But back then, was it a lot more presumptuous?
Yes, it was.
So I don't really have any questions left. Is there anything you think we missed or that you want to make known?
No, I think you covered a lot. That's a good interview.
Yeah.
Did a good job. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
We'll have some lunch.
Yeah. That's about it. So yeah. Thank you for your service and thank you for coming to this interview. So.
Sorry you had to come back. I don't know if I missed you the first time or not. I might have been in the bathroom.
Maybe, but I had already been here for a while anyway, so yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care, sir.
Yeah.